This is not good. It is 100% loaded up with sand. These tires are shot.
I also own a farm.
Here we go. You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. Truck's warming up. Gonna be a gorgeous morning, I think. A little chilly. What are you guys doing out on pasture? Having a good day? Give them some grain, check their water, and then they'll be able to graze and party it up all day. Should be a good one. And we got manure tall, so keep the wheels going. I guess I didn't show when we parked up here. So everybody was draining into a pit yesterday, since we had quite a bit of sand picked up. So we're gonna get back after it today. Today is a long run. We've done it before, 13 miles. I'm hoping the trailer tires stay together. A little nervous. The tire people do have tires coming for me today. They're gonna get a set mounted, and then hopefully we make it through a little bit longer. But I'm gonna run through the truck, and yeah, we'll get started up. So we're starting a little later this morning because dragline had to move and get everything set up. And yeah, the mileage took a little longer. Got a little nervous. We started dripping coolant, but I think it was coming out the reservoir. We're doing long runs. It hasn't got warm, or out of the vent cap, whatever. And I stopped and pulled over at James's service truck, and now one of their trucks has a bad U-joint in it. So it's all part of farming. It's part of trucking. Farming, just stuff's all broken all the time. So anybody that says it's not is, I don't know where you farm. So but the boat is out there running around. I think Jordan's running the boat today. We got a guy on the tractor. We are getting the gallons in. I really hope his spread plate doesn't open up right now, or I'd probably call it a day. But pumping gallons and making it happen. So got everybody running. How are you doing? You want to run a truck someday? No. Stopping, got a slice of pizza even, and yeah, he was pretty pumped about that. Really, really good pizza. The Stewart's guy did not lie to me. Well, we got a little problem. We are about a quarter loaded with sand. Everybody has the same issue right now. James mentioned it to me, and I was like, now that you come to think of it, I'm running back and I'm really running hot. So yeah, where did my Allen? Well, there is a lot of baffles in here, and we cut the baffles out, and I'll see if you guys can see. But you can see that there's liquid on that side and nothing on that side, and there's sand solids all the way through it. This is not good. It is 100% loaded up with sand. Like there's at least a foot of sand in here. Not good. Today's video partner, MyHeritage DNA. So we actually got the DNA test package. We got to go through that, get that sent back. When they first hit me up and they said, hey, we want to be a partner of the channel, I was like, I don't really know, you know, family and whatnot. But then at the end of the day, out here where I am now, a lot of people are like, oh, are you related to this Duffy or that Duffy? And I'm like, I don't think so. So I figured it would be a neat thing anyways to figure out your past, because everybody says, oh, we're this, we're that, we're German. Well, we're all American, but where's our history from? Well, I'm American, not all of you that watch. There's a lot of people that watch from foreign countries, which is wild to me. The DNA test kit in, which gives you directions, gives you the documents. You got 2 swabs. You got the cartridges that the swabs go in. You got the biohazard bag that it goes in, and you got the box, the bag to send it back. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, And then when the results come in, I'll let you guys know. But I appreciate MyHeritage being today's video partner. And if you click the link down below, you can give it a try and see what your family history is and who else you're related to, where you're from, everything else like that. So people have always told me that I am German and Irish. So I'm curious to see what else is in there. Got one done. Do the other one. Quick and simple. Real convenient too. MyHeritage results came back in, and very interesting. So growing up, I was always told I was Irish and German. Duffy is Irish. When I was in New Zealand, Eamon, who he is Irish. I think you're a New Zealander. You're a Kiwi. You got your citizenship after all those years. Very challenging to get your citizenship in New Zealand. Yeah, he was always like, "Who's Duffy?" And I was like, "I'm Duffy." And he's like, No, you're not. He thought I was Irish. Which MyHeritage told me I'm 71% Irish. Here are my results. 71 Irish, Scottish, Welsh, which it's Ireland, Duffy. English, Scandinavian, and then this 2% covers a large area. So pretty wild. As far as any long lost family that I've never known on that side of it, which now that more results go in, as everybody puts results in, it is pretty wild to see who you're connected to. So I got a lot of long distance third cousins, or parents' third cousins, so which makes some sense on that side of it. But I've never met any of these people. I don't even think any of my family knew of any of these people, so it's kind of wild. And then there's long distance family members that line up with certain percentage of DNA. If you're curious on your heritage and some of the long-lost family you've never known of, click my link down below and use the code to get yourself free shipping and figure out some of your heritage. Or scan the QR code right on the screen to start your 30-day trial. Appreciate MyHeritage being the partner of today's channel, and that's pretty eye-awakening. So I can stop telling people that I'm German, because my whole life I've always said I'm Irish and German, and I'm not. So, alrighty. Appreciate MyHeritage, and we're going to dive into the content some more. So what I'm going to do is load the middle where that cord is and see if I can get some of the sand out. Then I'm not really sure what my next plan is. Yeah. Everybody's got sand in their tanks. Okay, so it filled it back up. We gotta hit that again. We're pumping like a sludgy mix, and yeah, I'm all covered. I'm having a bad day, but Yanko's out there greeting everybody that shows up. He is pumped, and he's gonna stink, and I already stink. So I've been working loads back and forth, just loading and then dumping it back out. That way the sand is slowly breaking down in the middle of the trough, and then I'm shoveling what I can before I gotta get in there at some point. It's just how it's gonna be. Okay, so I got most of the back cleaned up, but the front's still loaded. So there's just 2 holes there. We're gonna cut the rest of it out and be able to agitate. First time I've been here that I had to load myself the whole time. So what I did was punched a hole through there, and yeah, should have done that years ago, I guess. Now I can run the pump, and it might splash a little bit up, but at least it will agitate around in the circle. Made quite a mess. I think I got too much in there, to be honest. I think I want less. But it is agitating around. That is exactly what I needed. Probably need a little less in there, but I'm gonna let it work itself up a little bit. We need to get most of it out, and then we should be in a lot better spot. But yeah, we're lower in the pit, and you can see the sand piles. It's part of sand bedding. So the boat's been in it, and the boat does a very good job. It just, well, the crawler, it just makes our life challenging. The problem's gonna be, so there is a baffle right here, there's 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 a baffle right here, and I think there's one more right there. So from those up are full of sand, and I know it. I can see that they're full of sand. So I'm not so sure what we're gonna do there. Unless we get enough out and then we keep agitating, but we point it forward or something, I don't know. Put a little too much in compared to what I wanted at this point, but it's working. But Mikey pointed out I needed to get a picture of this. I don't know what Yanko's eating right there, but he seems content. But James is full. James is taking a picture. He's taking a video of us, taking a video of him. So James is full. Buzzy's dumping into James to help flush that out, and Mikey's dumping into Buzzy because he had some on it. And I don't know what Nate's doing. Nothing. Do you have any sand? Huh? Did you have any sand? Steve said he had about 3 foot of sand in the bottom of his. So, but he only has 4 baffles for 9,000 or 9,500. I forget what trailer's what. Yeah. But it is agitating around. That should really help us in the future. If we're sitting in the field, we'll start agitating instead of letting it settle out. But I don't know if you guys see anything. There you go. This is gonna take some time though. I wish the boom was longer and was up, because I have a feeling I'm gonna be digging in front. It looks good though. We missed most of it, but he just crawled across another man's stick. Now he's got to walk back across it. You gotta go back across.
Baby, I get this downhill now.
Oh, this is not fun. open the pump up. We'll see if that did it. There's a lot of flow. So baffle is there, and there's one here. So I got the dam underneath that one moved, and as we see, things are moving. So now we can agitate and at least get, I believe it goes to here, but, and then there's one there and one there. This stuff I'm gonna have to dig all the passageways underneath so it starts moving. So what we're gonna do at some point, either cut out baffles or we're making the horseshoes in the bottom bigger. Watching it unload or agitate, it's got some restriction. Never had to mess with that, but once we got to sand, so I'm gonna let it drain out. I am absolutely covered in manure, and it's 7 o'clock. Oh, 6:48. I had this big, like we were gonna get something done when we got home, and we ain't getting nothing done. So we're gonna come early. I'll bring a small shovel, and I got to get in there and actually pull out between the baffles, the bottom of the baffles, so that manure will flow again, so that it will actually agitate. From, I think right here back is actually pretty good. There's some buildup on the walls, but the trough itself going backwards is good. Yeah, tires are in. If we get rained out, they said bring the truck trailer down, we'll swap them out. Today's the day that we go back in the tank. We got to get that cleaned out. I got the plasma cutter with me. Really need a service truck because I need a welder, I think. I haven't figured out completely what I'm going to do in the front, but we got some things we got to do on the truck and on the trailer, and then we got to get the sand out of it so that we're good to run. But we got rained out. We got almost 3/4 of an inch of rain. Load up. And yeah, no manure hauling today. So we're gonna get some things done, but we'll jump back to the truck and I'll let you know what exactly is going on. First compartment's pretty good. I just dug that sand out of right here. Not so good. Getting worse. Getting worse. Really bad. We are rolling. We're not hauling manure. We got a little bit of, well, we got a good amount of sand in the tank still. It's amazing how much lighter the truck is when there's no sand in it. That sand's pretty heavy. So, as we know, the trailer has military tires on them, and they are wearing aggressively. At the end of the day, we got to get them swapped out so that. Sorry, we're going the other way. We got to get them swapped out so that we don't have a blowout and have issues. We got new drives on the truck this spring. The trailer needs a good set. So the people I went and got the drive tires from, they're 40 minutes from here. They actually mounted and have a set. We're going to switch them right out. Those are, I believe they're 1120s on split rims. Obsolete thing. We ain't using them any longer. So we're switching over to, I don't even know if they got me 12R 22.5s, but they have rims and everything. I'm going to go bring this down. We're going to switch them off, come back up, and I'm going to work on the trailer. Going to be a late afternoon, but hopefully a good one, and hopefully we make some progress. I feel a lot better that I can agitate the tank, but I got to get in there and get some more of that sand out. So we'll jump down to them and make it happen. Okay, we are over here for State Enterprise. Mike Blair told me previously, hit them up. They did the rears for me on the truck. We were just talking about other options for the silage truck and stuff like that. These tires are shot. The other side has a bald spot, like very bald. So once they start wearing their junk, and last week I hit them up and said, what are we gonna do? So we're switching to well, not 1100s. We're going to 22.5s, which means tubeless and readily available for the future. So we're gonna get right after it. So they were all wondering if the nuts were gonna come off, but it looks like they're coming off. This trailer really didn't live a tough life before I got it. And when I first told them I wanted to go to 11Rs, I think they're 11. They might be 12R. They're 12R 22.5s. they thought we wanted to go to bigger, but I said, then they realized, oh, it's only 5,200. So the bigger trailers run like a 315 on them, I think, is what it is, to get more space, to get more on the ground. Well, lug nuts came right off. The studs that hold the inners, they're coming right off. This is pretty loud. Tires came right off. So he's been teaching me quite a bit of things here. He thinks these tires are junk and the government's just lost because the trailer's a 19. Is it a 98? I thought it was. It might be an 88. I always forget. You guys stuck to it. I don't remember. It's on the title. I guess there is no date up in front there. I don't remember if it's a 98 or an 88, but either way. And somebody put never sees on them, which is actually illegal. Because as he said, it doesn't get tight. So learning, which I never did that. The government did that at some point. So we got one newer used one, and then an older inner one, because you don't see the inner ones, so not as clean looking. Price difference. Front tires are still somewhat okay, but they do need to get swapped out. If you know, then you know. So they're gonna actually mount some tires, and I said next time I get some spare money, we're gonna do that. Life's expensive, but it's all part of it. Tires are expensive, but we needed these. We were not gonna run one more day, so they actually look really awesome. So shout out to 4 States Enterprise, Hoosick Falls. They hooked it up, and we will be back again. And they actually got some retreads that are aggressive, that people have been really liking, that kind of leaning towards on the silage truck. So Yanko's ready to go. Yep, load up, buddy. I was gonna plasma cut the baffles out, but 2 things. I couldn't find the right plug. They got a different plug, the other style, in their shop, and then I still got liquid in the bottom of the tank, so driving around I move some liquid around, so I gotta go open my pump either way, and then we'll evaluate what we're gonna do. Yeah. Okay, I really don't know what to do here. I gotta figure out a way for the future. Probably cut this one out and put it like an 8-inch pipe there. That way we can pump into it at some point if we need to, because that is just full of sand. Yeah, confined spaces with manure, not ideal. But if I can break a little bit of the next one and then agitate some, I think that's all I'm going to be able to do. Yeah, I'm not going too far in this, because confined spaces and gases. That's why everything's opened up right now. I should be blowing air into it, but you know, here's where I'm at. As you see, we got sand, and then we got more sand, and then those front compartments are full of sand. So if I get this one a little bit, Yeah, this is not good at all. We gotta cut some of these baffles out. I don't know why there's one here and there, but realistically, to cut them out, we need this tank flushed with water and cleaned right out. Oh, trash in the tanker. At least we got new tires and rims. We're looking good. Okay, so gate valve is shut. I'm probably gonna get covered in some manure. Dang it. So I've changed the clothes that I was supposed to wear, so I didn't get as dirty. Okay. I guess it's full. Oh, that is not good right there. We'll see if those work in the morning. It is what it is. I gotta cut some of those baffles out. Oh, there's my wallet on the ground. Yeah, I made a friggin' mess up here on the top. Well, we made it home. We did stop and get tacos because tacos make everything better. So Amigos in Schuylerville. Yeah, awesome. What do we got? That sheet of metal is heavy. That's supposed to go on the red trailer. And in the last 3 years, it has not. So we got this air tank, which originally Mr. Flags, that he used to come hang out with me and just do things and give me some words of wisdom and call me. So I appreciate everything you did for me over the years. I haven't talked to you in quite a while. Hope you're still good. Probably should call you at some point. But moving out of the area, it's just part of it. I know there's glare. I got to get another GoPro cover. But alrighty, this is a 12-inch tank. So my plan is to build this as a riser. We're going to cut ends, and we're going to make some flanges out of these two, well, I do have two of these, but out of this plate, which is pretty thick. And we're going to cut a hole in the top of the tank so that we can honestly pull up to a load stand and fill the very front of it. It's going to take a little precision and stuff like that, or put a garden hose, or put whatever in. A lot of people have given me a lot of advice, but I think our plan is to have a pump in that pit, and if I can put that right in the front and just send manure through and work it around, well, liquid, hopefully, and that will give me the ability to flush out the front of the tank. So that's where we're at. Yeah. I don't know why I never use this. I think that boom is over 12 inches as far as actually sitting all the way in. But let me get the plasma cutter out of the back of the pickup. We've kind of turned it into a service rig here. And we're gonna cut the welds right off of this. So I'll go right around and zing that off, zing the handles off. Probably cut it somewhere right in here. Yeah. I did just remember we are out of gas on the welder, but I have this second tank here that is for the TIG welder. That is argon compressed, where this is 75 argon, 25 carbon dioxide. I think the argon compressed is a more expensive gas, but it will get us through, and we really haven't TIG welded that much with that tank. So we got to get back into doing that and learning some more, getting better at it. Definitely not perfect. Someday I'm gonna have a plasma table, and it's gonna make life a lot better. Yeah, we gotta actually cut that off. That looks really bad, actually. Cut a little bit. But, done with this plate, and this is a little bit overkill. But it's all I had. That was either that or real thin stuff. Yeah, nowhere near perfect. My shaky hands do not make a great circle, but got it cleaned up, closed up. We'll have to put some sealant around it once we're done, or make a gasket or something like that. But what I'm gonna do, grab the viewer mag drill, drill around, and then we'll call it good. And we'll just have to weld the bottom of this onto the tank, so we'll have to figure that out. But we can get it cleaned up. I'm exhausted. It's almost 11. So if I go to bed right now, I'll get 5 hours of sleep. We're not going to bed right now. We got to finish this because, yeah. It's wild that tomorrow's my birthday. This is what I'm doing the night before. Okay, we got all the holes drilled. I did put a little notch right in here so that lines it up, because it could be off and we could spend some time like, oh, that's pretty close. Nope. But I guess I should get the shorter bolts. So, little gasket maker, put it on, weld the bottom back onto the tank, and we will have, what did we say? That was a 10-inch? It's probably like 11.5, so we should be able to get a load stand down in it, and then we can just run it nonstop. And I made it a little bit taller because the load stands go to about this far off from the top of the tank. So that should work. I wasn't sure what we were gonna do until I opened the container trailer, or the box trailer, and I was like, that's what we're gonna do. So, alrighty. I'm gonna wrap it up. It is 11 o'clock at night, and Yanko is clearly tired. He acts like he's hungry. We actually stopped at the Francis, and appreciate them. Birthday gift. So, and Yanko sat there and played and ate and drank water. I'm exhausted, but alrighty, I'll see you guys in the morning. Hopefully we're gonna have a better day tomorrow. I am glad that we have tires on the trailer, because we were not gonna make it another day. So, have a good one. And don't forget, slide down, click the link or the QR code to give MyHeritage a try and find out some of your past family history.